Now, OC's cranking up the highlight machine. It's time for high school football and the WSAV Friday Night Blitz highlight show. Powered by OC Welch Ford Lincoln.
Welcome to the Friday Night Blitz highlight show. I'm Joey Lamar, joined by Kobe Zach. Kobe, it's playoff time. It definitely felt like it was playoff time in the atmosphere. The game's a little more intense. The crowd's a little more intense. And it was something that was a joy to be around.
Getting to shine some spotlight on the Palmetto State, too. We had almost exclusively South Carolina teams, and we had all of our great teams going. May River, Hilton Head Island, and one that we're just about to talk about, Bluffton.
All right, let's go out to Bluffton as they were hosting Gilbert. And the visitors, they got on the board first. They scored a field goal in the open possession. Then on Bluffton's first possession, they start with an incredible catch from Carnell Warren for a first down.
Oof.
That's the reason he's going to UNC,
Raise
folks.
the roof.
Okay, that's why he's going to UNC. Then later in the drive, it's Aiden McCarthy. He's going to get flushed from the pocket, and he finds Tyler Wolf for a huge first down. So they can do what, Kobe? Move those chains. Yeah. Then later in the drive, Bluffton going to the air again, and they find Carnell Warren for the touchdown. Bluffton only ran the ball one time on the opening possession, but they will follow this one tonight, 38-21.
We're going to move over now to one of the best teams in the area. We got 8-1 Hilton Head Island hosting South Aiken. We're going to start with Hilton Head facing a 3rd and long, and Derek Ranazuski is going to step up in the pocket, find a stretching Caden Stewart, who makes a play to pick up the first down and more, putting his body on the line. A few plays later, Seahawks are out of the Wildcat now. Jeremiah Walters getting the snap. He would make a move, and he just would not go down here. Everyone's trying to scrap at him, throw everything they have at him, but he stays up. He would eventually go out of bounds, but great territory, first down, 1st and goal now, and it's Javon Richard who gets in the end zone, standing up to get Hilton Head on the board. And this one was all Seahawks. They win at 52-24.
All right, congrats to Coach B.J. Payne. Let's stay in the Palmetto State. We have Wilson and May River. May River trailing 14-7 at the break, and in the third quarter, May River suddenly passes the ball, but the element of surprise does not fool Wilson. This pass intercepted. The returner pushed out of bounds near midfield. Wow, I mean, that was a really big turn of events. So off the turnover, it's Wilson staying in attack mode. This pass is completed, and that's good enough to do what again, Kobe? Move those chains. Then later in the drive, Wilson on the 3-yard line, and they punch it in for 6. May River season will come to an end. They fall tonight, 36-28.
Still a great season for May River. Great fight there, too. We're going to move over
Excellent season for May River.
Hardeeville now. The Hurricanes hosting Lakeville. Hardeeville's won 3 straight headed into these playoffs. We started at the end of the second quarter, tied at 6. Lakeview going for it on 4th down, and they're going to convert. This keeps the drive alive. And
I thought it was picked off. That's why I went, but he caught it.
Move those chains. Okay, a few plays later, Lakeville, they're going to go for the Lakeview for the pop pass touchdown. They're going to take the lead 12-6 now. They're going to go for 2 again in the air. That attempt is successful to go into the halftime locker room up 14-6. And after picking up a lot of momentum at the end of the year, Hardeeville's season would unfortunately end. They fall 28-6.
All right, let's go back to Bluffton. This is Trinity Collegiate and Hilton Head Christian. Hilton Head Christian up 14-0, and we're showing you a kickoff, which can only mean one or two things. Either we had a big play or a fumble.
Highlight regardless.
Yes, this is a big play. Trinity Christian returns this kickoff 74 yards to the house, but Hilton Head Christian still maintained the lead at that point, 14-7. So now Hilton Head Christian back on offense, and Chris Langhals hits Joseph Hoop, who they connect on a beautiful 3rd down completion.
Hoop, there it is.
Yes, Hoop, there it is. Then later in the drive, Langhals finds Hoop again. This time they go for 6. So it really is Hoop, there it is.
Again, there it is.
All right, 21-7 at that point. The Eagles advance. 42-20 is your final.
Now let's head on over to see Thomas Jefferson Academy taking on Robert Toombs Christian Academy, and RTA would get the ball first, and Drew Edwards is looking to pass. He's going to find Hayden Meeks with a strike down the middle for a first down to
move those chains. I'm with you.
That's enough of that. And Edwards can make plays on the ground, too. This one's a QB sweep. He's going to pick down the first down and more. He wants contact, plows the defender, stays on his feet for the first down, and you just got to reward the guy lowering his shoulder like that. This one, Edwards, end zone for the touchdown, and it's Robert Toombs moving on to the championship. They win at 51-25.
All right, let's stay in the Peach State and come back to Savannah. Bethesda hosting Thomas Sumter. And Bethesda defense started out strong. The Blazers swarming the Thomas Sumter quarterback. They bring him down for a loss, They're just so good over at Bethesda. Now we go to 7 minutes left in the first quarter. It's Jordan Turner who finds Luke Larson for a first down. Really good to see him back. He tore his ACL a year ago, I think, so good to see him back on the field. Then later in the drive, Turner finds Rollo Wesley for the score. Man, hey, Bethesda can put up some points in a hurry, and they put up 46 in this one as they win it 46-6. All right, that was a good round one. I'm ready to go to round two.
Let's keep rolling.
All right, coming up next on Friday Night Blitz, we'll have our play of the week.
And we'll also have our performance of the week. We'll check in on 8-Man with Vidalia Heritage.
You're watching the Friday Night Blitz on WSAP. Go Eagles!
Welcome back to the WSAV Friday Night Blitz Highlight Show. Powered by O.C. Welch Ford Lincoln.
No. What is it?
I don't. This is just a classic. It's just a good classic band song that all the bands play. Like you hear it tomorrow at Savannah State. It's just a really good song. But thank you to the Wilson Band for providing excellent entertainment. They also picked up a win tonight.
Yeah, that definitely helped them. Obviously, you have the music on your side, you have the fans on your side. Things are just rolling. The vibes are high. Let's get right back into the highlights now. We're going to go over to Ridgeland. We got the Jaguars taking on Bethune. Bowman, we're going to open up in the first quarter at 0-0. Bethune going through the air, but this pass is picked off by Javon Phillips, and Phillips is going to run deep into Bethune territory for the turnover on down. So great field position now for Ridgeland. The Jaguars now looking to get into the end zone through the air, but they're going to give this ball right back to Bethune at the goal line with the pick. So your score is still 0-0. A lot of yards on the night, but that's until we had no score. That was until Bethune drove all the way down the field in the second quarter. They're going to get into the end zone right here with the touchdown strike. And this was a great one, but in the end, Ridgeland will unfortunately fall 34-30.
Still a great season for Ridgeland. Great season for Ridgeland. All right, now we go to Carolina Academy versus Thomas Hayward. And we're going to start in the third quarter with 30 seconds left. Joshua Gibson hands it off to Tony O'Banner, who runs through traffic, breaking several tackles for a good gain. And then after that is Joshua Gibson, who's going to take the ball himself. This is a dynamic athlete. He helped them win the state championship last year. He's going to tightrope the sideline, nearly scores a touchdown for the Rebels. He scored plenty of touchdowns in his career.
Didn't need that one. I want to give it to someone else.
Right. And so as this play, it's going to be Tony O'Banner who runs it up the middle before being pulled down right at the goal line. And then he's going to do a little quick pass so we can finally get into the end zone here.
Get in that end zone.
Yes, Tyler Hyman stumbling in for the touchdown. Thomas Hayward defending their state championship. They win 47-20.
And now next up, we've got Lake City at Hampton County in another good one. Hampton County, they're going to start off strong offensively in this one. First quarter, we're going to have a breakout run from Jalen Singletary. He's going to take this one all the way in for the touchdown. Quickly following that one was another one. This one from Terrell Grant, both of them breaking through, and now we'll look to Lake City to respond. Amari Hanna is going to throw one deep to Jamari Jones for the Panthers touchdown to put them on the board. It's 13-8 after a good two-point conversion. And now Hampton back on offense in the second quarter. This one's going to be a quick pitch from quarterback Terrell Grant to Singletary. He's going to make several people miss on his way for yet another touchdown. And Hampton County just dominates in this one. They're going to win at 56-22.
Hey, they always keep great running backs out there in Hampton County. Like, great job from Coach Hanna. All right, now let's see Fullerton Academy as they take on Vidalia Heritage in 8-man football. The Eagles will have the ball first, and Jake Adams will snap it and look over the middle. He'll find Pearson O'Neal, who's going to get the ball and run outside and wave his way for a first down. Next is Jake Adams going on the run, and this kid wants some yards, and he'll get through the middle just shy of the goal line. Now, the last play will be a handoff to Trevor White, who will just walk in for the touchdown. Vidalia get on the board early, and they got on the board often. 69-12 is your final.
Yeah, they got in there more than a few times. We're going to go back out to the Ball Meadow State. Now we have Whale Branch on the road against Phillip Simmons. First quarter, we got no score. Hayes Goddard is going to be picked off by Takeem Person of the Warriors. He's going to hightail that one back into the end zone for the pick six. Extra point, no good.
Okay,
so it's
Whale Branch.
6-0 Whale Branch. And Goddard, though, he's going to respond. First, he's going to hit Alex Torek here on the crossing pattern and move the chains for the first down. Horses later in the drive, the handoff to Amonte Taylor. Taylor is going to get this one all the way inside the 5 and first and goal. Horses. Taylor now is going to finish off the drive here and get into the end zone, push his way in there. PAT would be good. Whale Branch had a great season, but they're going to fall in this one, 57-12.
Great season for Coach White. All right, let's go to Southwest Georgia, to the Good Life City. That's Albany, Georgia. Kobe, I know you didn't know that. Pinewood Christian take on Deerfield Winslow. Gotta love the atmosphere as Gabe Daniel cuts back across the field, and he's going to cut into the end zone for 6. Deerfield Winslow up 7-0. Then a little later is Daniel again, this time on the reverse. A little trickery off for the playoff, and no answer for Daniels. This sets up the Knights for another score.
Randy slipped out of that one. And
then it's going to be Cross Mitchell getting across the goal line here. Different ones have survived in advance. They win 21-3.
Now we're going to move over to George Walton Academy taking on Bullock Academy in the GIAA quarterfinal. We're going to start 3rd and 26 here as the Gator is going to let Jackson Wiles get behind a defender who's going to make a great grab.
Wow.
This one, not only the first down on 3rd and 26, but he's going to go all the way 70 yards for the touchdown to go up 6-0. Later, we've got Zach Wolf, who's going to go in for another touchdown to put Walton up 13-0. And now the Gators are within 13-7. Bullock Academy is going to score there to make it 13-7, and the defense would have another tough stop right after this, picking up the sack. Your final in that one, though, Bullock would fall 27-17.
Now, OC's Play of the Week, presented by OC Welch Ford Lincoln.
And our play of the week is going to come from Trinity Collegiate and Hilton Head Christian as Trinity Collegiate returns the kickoff for the touchdown, 74 yards all the way to the house. However, it would be Hilton Head Christian who pulls out with the win.
All right, let's go to our performance of the week, and it goes to Vidalia Heritage for
winning
this playoff game. We don't cover you guys a lot, but we are keeping an eye on you.
Keep scoring 69 points.
Yes, we are very proud of you. Congratulations. Let's go see if you guys can win a state championship. All right, let's go to our shot of the week. And, of course, it comes from me. It's Chris Langhans, Fine Joseph.
You got a few good weeks in a row. I'm going to be honest.
First down. I'm up 5-4, you know. I don't know what they want to say about it.
Hey, we got one more for redemption for.
No, 2 more weeks. I'll give you 2 more weeks. 2 more weeks. All right. So that's another week in the books, and then next week we'll have the GHSA. They'll start their first round of the playoffs. So I'm really excited to see what goes on there. Any standouts to you, Kobe?
I just loved watching a ton of South Carolina football today. I feel like we always cover them when we're always there, but we're always GHSA and Georgia too. But now just putting the Palmetto under the spotlight, I think they all went out and performed, and that was fun to watch.
Yeah, I think they did a really great job. I am excited to see what happens next week with the GHSA, but we did have some upsets. One notably, particularly Bullock Academy losing. They were state champions last year, and they fall in the first round. So that was a little disappointing to see them fall because I wanted to see them repeat. Great team on their great program. So we'll see how they do. All right, that's going to do it for us. For Kobe Zach, I'm Joey Lamar. We'll see you guys next week.